I'm something different. And I put that on my mother. Deadass B. Word to my Tims.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a spoiler-free review of my most anticipated movie of 2023, Scream 6. 4 survivors of the Ghostface murders leave Woodsboro behind for a fresh start in New York City. However, they soon find themselves in a fight for their lives when a new killer embarks on a bloody rampage. This movie is directed by Tyler Gillett and Matt Bettinelli-Olpin, aka Radio Silence. And the movie stars Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, Mason Gooding, Jasmin Savoy Brown, Hayden Panettiere, Courtney Cox, and Roger L. Jackson as the voice of Ghostface. Scream is my favorite horror movie of all time. It's just one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's one of my favorite franchises. So I'm always going to be excited to see a new Scream movie. And on top of that, this movie brings the franchise to my home, New York, which got me even more excited. So did the movie live up to the hype? Yes. For the most part. I do have some flaws with the movie, which we'll talk about later, but I had a damn good time watching this movie. Scream 6 has some of the most tense and brutal scenes in the entire franchise. It's definitely the darkest and goriest Scream movie yet. Ghostface is no joke in this movie. He's menacing as hell. Every time he's on screen, I was locked in and on the edge of my seat. And as always, Roger L. Jackson did an incredible job giving him his iconic voice. Basically, from the opening scene alone, you can kind of tell that this is going to be a different type of Scream movie. We're straying away from some of the tropes of the franchise without making it completely unrecognizable, which I really enjoyed. The best metaphor that I can give that definitely won't piss anybody off is that Scream 5 was like the Force Awakens of the Scream franchise, and this one is more like The Last Jedi. We're trying new stuff in a new setting with our new crew from the last movie. And I think this movie does a great job of building off of what we got in 5 while also honoring the rest of the franchise. There's literally callbacks to every single Scream movie in here that I know will just make fanboys and girls like me very, very happy. Most of my favorite callbacks in this movie is actually a lot of the music they use. There's some fantastic needle drops in here that just put a goofy ass smile on my face. The franchise is in really great hands with Radio Silence. You can just tell the pure love that they have for the Scream franchise. There's so many scenes in this movie that gave me exactly what I wanted as a fan without feeling like I'm getting beaten over the head with a nostalgia hammer. Whether it's great moments between characters or Ghostface just doing some cool shit, it's just awesome to watch. They just know how to make a damn good horror movie. My favorite part of this movie is the characters. I really enjoyed the new characters that we got in 5, but after 6, I can say I genuinely love the new core 4 of Sam, Tara, Chad, and Mindy. This movie focuses less on the legacy characters in favor of giving us more of the core 4. They have amazing chemistry with each other and they're just so fun to watch. Mason Gooding as Chad was my favorite new character in Scream 5, and he gets a lot more to do in this movie and he just shines. He's so great. Jenna Ortega is amazing as always, and Jasmin Savoy Brown is doing a really good job of just holding down that Randy role. He's awesome. I gotta say though, my MVP of the movie has gotta be Melissa Barrera as Sam. She's so fucking badass. I love the story that they gave her in this movie, and I was just invested the whole way through. After this movie, I think we got another goated final girl on our hands. Nobody does final girls like Scream does. For legacy characters, I'm so happy that we got Hayden Panettiere back as Kirby. She was the standout of Scream 4, and she's got some amazing scenes in this movie too. Courtney Cox is also back as the iconic Gale Weathers, and even though she's not in the movie that much, it's just always cool to see her. I think this movie used the setting of New York really well. The city feels big, but you also get put into a lot of just tight and packed settings as well, which I think was a really smart decision. Ghostface's presence looms large over the city, which just kind of makes you feel anxious throughout the movie. You feel like he could be anywhere, whether it's just on the streets or in a subway car. Okay, now let's get into some of my cons, and I got tiptoe here, but don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm gonna be vague. To be blunt, I'm not crazy about the big reveal at the end of the movie. There's a great scene leading up to the reveal and after the reveal, but the reveal itself just kind of left me underwhelmed from an acting and story standpoint, which isn't great because really that's kind of the point of the Scream movies, is the reveal and the motive at the end. And my other flaw is that for a movie that's so brutal and so mean, it kind of felt afraid to just fully take it there sometimes. Like, you think a character is gonna get it and they kind of do, until they run away. They do that a few times and it kind of started bothering me. At the end of the day, it's a slasher movie and people gotta bite it, but sometimes they just get nibbled on. It's kind of a weird way to put it, but you get it. Hopefully. I'm tiptoeing. But other than that, I really enjoyed the movie. Scream 6 is a great sequel that pays homage and builds off of what came before, while also bringing something unique and different to the table. We get some of the most tense and brutal scenes in the entire franchise that keeps you on the edge of your seat the whole way through. The core four and Ghostface shine under the lights of the city that never sleeps. As of right now, I'm kind of overwhelmed by the movie, kind of a lot to take in. I just saw it a few hours ago at the time of recording, and I've just got a lot of thoughts swirling around in my head right now. For right now, Scream is going to clock in at a 90% on the Bravo barometer. I definitely want to see this movie again, and I think the score will probably go up after a second viewing. I need to see it again, and I just need some time to kind of digest it a little bit more. It's way too early to rank it against the rest of the franchise. In the future, I do want to make videos ranking all the movies in the franchise, the opening scenes, and the killers. But I just need some time to stew on it, pun intended. If you guys like my review, just make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more reviews and Scream content in the future. It also just really helps me out and I appreciate it a lot. I also stream around 3 times a week on the channel where we play games and talk about movies, music, and really just whatever. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.